Hey everyone, thanks for tuning back in. I've had quite a few people ask me, how do they develop traction in this business if they're just new? What should they be doing? And some people have asked it quite a few times, which is good to ask because you need to find the answer to what you're doing. But I want to clear this up, and that's why I wanted to do this video. I want to clear this up on what to do. First thing, it takes time. It just takes some time, because you've got to remember it's a relationship business. It's not something where you just go and find stock or go and purchase stock and resell it. You've got to develop relationships with people so that turns into your stock. This is where the key is. So this is why it takes a little bit of time. You get into the business and 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, like, is not really long enough. You'll find a lead or two, or pipeline or 2 or 3 or 10 or whatever. The purchasing power that we have as agents is our activity. So the more active that you get, the more leads that you will find, the more relationships that you can nurture, and the more momentum that you'll build. And I get that when you're newish, you want to generate results. You want to find listings. You want to sell properties. However, first port of call is you've got to get so active that you're developing more relationships with people, with more people, that your averages go up. So the chances of you finding a listing or finding a result sooner increases because you're so active. So what can you do here? First, you've got to be okay with it. You've just got to be okay with designing a 10 out of 10 day of activity and saying, okay, however long it takes is however long it takes. But I'm going to be the most urgent, active, focused agent in all the areas that I need to do. And what are they? You need to have a core area. I would highly suggest you have a core area. You drop a letter off every 4 weeks, without fail. Every single 4 weeks, they're getting something from you. Do it every 2 weeks at the beginning if you want. I would door knock every single day for an hour, 2, 3, whatever. Any spare time that you've got, you should be prospecting. You should be door knocking, cold calling, calling old open home lists. And I get out there that there's trainers and stuff that say, you know, you don't really need to cold call, you don't need to door knock, you don't need to do this. Well, I've been in it 16 years, and I really don't know any other way to build massive traction apart from getting out there and getting amongst it. And however you do that is up to you, but I'd say I'd do everything. I would have everything working for you. Things like, you meet one buyer. You want to make sure that buyer is so well taken care of, they're raving about you. Speak to them every day. You don't have much else to do. Speak to them every day. Take them around and show them properties. If they're ready to buy a house, put them in your car and drive them around for half the day if they're willing to do that. Find them a house. Do conjunctions with other agents. Go and see what is out there for them. Go and specifically look for houses for them if they're hot, ready to buy and they know what area they want to be in. Find the old data in your office and start calling those people. The old buyers no one wants. The old open home lists that no one wants. Anyone walks into your office, go and see them. As a buyer, be a bit selfish about it. Get in there and run up and say, hey, can I help you? What are you looking for? Anyone that calls in as a buyer, ask the receptionist, do you mind if I take them if no one's here? Whatever it's got to be, you've got to look for your own angle to go find more people. Because your level of activity will directly relate to your level of future stock. It just will. It just does. And that's our buying power. Our activity is our buying power. There's no magical formula that's going to say, hey, I'm going to speed it up and in 3 months' time, you're going to have 10 listings. You might do. I don't know. You might find enough people to do that. But unless you've got a core focus, something to focus on that you can start building as yours, time will do the rest. Your part of the bargain, the universe will deliver for sure, but your part of the bargain is to get real and get serious and be better than anyone else in your marketplace and find more people. That's all you have to do. Database them and nurture them. And you'll find it won't take overly long. As you find more contacts, more people, more maybes, all this sort of stuff, time goes very quick. But you've got to have a database nurturing plan. You can do it in a ring binder, you can do it in a computer, you can do it on any sort of database system that you might have, but you've got to have a plan around it. So your market opinions get something from you every month. Your pipelines get something from you every 6 weeks to quarter, something like that. You won't have past clients yet. Your CMAs that you're delivering to people, which is a great tool, and if you don't have it, I talk about it in the community, get in there and have a look at it. But your CMAs need to be database as well, so every 6 months they get a new one from you. Come up with things that are interesting in your core area that you can do. Run a colouring competition if you want to. Run something that gets people responding and talking about you. Have letters. Like when I started, I did a flyer that said, if I don't provide you with the best level of service you've ever seen, if you're not completely happy with my service, I'll mow your lawn for the next 6 months for free. I'll mow the lawn for I'll do it myself. That's how passionate I was about finding people, and I was prepared to demonstrate that I was that passionate and hungry and focused on doing the best job I physically can. I'll put it out there. So get creative. If you're new, get creative and stop mucking around looking for this stuff that's all of a sudden going to give you magical brilliant dust to get all these listings straight away, and just get active. That's all you have to do. Give it some time. It's like a garden. You've just got to do bit by bit, take care of it, and soon enough you'll have this amazing garden that will blossom and fruit and all of this sort of stuff if you nurture it. But the garden doesn't just pop up in 2 seconds. You've got to put a bit of effort in to get it there, and then take care of it and get more experience, and then you'll have a better garden and better things and add things and whatever else, and before you know it, you're an amazing gardener. That's exactly like real estate. Question of the day today: have you got anything to add to this conversation? Love to hear about it. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, helping make this real estate world a much better place. See you on the next video.